All right, okay, listen. I'm starting really early. It's a terrible thing for me to do, considering I'm always on time. And actually, I am on time. Most of you people are nuts. I actually, I have been prepped for this one, and it is so funny that I couldn't wait. So I apologize to all of you that said, "Oh, I'll come back later and come back in 30 minutes." I'm sorry, tough shit. I want to go now.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
Now.
oh, just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me oh, just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, broadcasting live from the earth. This one of those badass you do broadcasts also known land listen, but I'm Tommy C. Now I made sure not to watch it so I could react live, but the narrative is nothing but a sterile. Yeah, it's an April Fool's prank. I'm early.
Yeah, you're 20. Yeah, you're 30 minutes early.
I don't care. I'll let him cook a little bit, but this is too funny. I'm really getting an idea from these clip streamers, the way they see themselves. It's pretty funny. Although before I get into that, have you heard of this guy Alec Gunther or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw the
he's
clip.
sort of a like I was just watching Chud, and this hysterical clip. So he gets into it with harmful opinions. He goes all the way back to Gamergate. It's been around forever, and they're debating. And this guy does the like that stunt that Vosh likes to pull. You know, have you stopped beating your wife? Why don't you like black people? Type question. you like that. That's like his entire argument fucking skill, right? So he goes on with harmful opinion, who I thought was being more than fair to him, even as this guy was. He's one of those guys that talks really fast, or maybe I don't know. Maybe they had it in speed mode. I hate that.
Yeah, I think Chud does that. He has like 1.7.
I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that. Alex Gunther is Tipster's strongest soldier. So there's one point that really got me. He says to harmful opinions, and there's like legitimate confusion. So what's the point of this? Are you doing this for clout? And he's like, you invited me. And he's like, what do you mean by clout? He goes, well, yeah, you don't want to take some clout over an up and coming guy. And he's like, who's the up and coming guy? Me. And like harmful opinions just laughs out loud, and it's just like like anybody would. Like, what an egomaniac. And he hangs up.
Yeah, dude, that guy's a fucking loser.
Yeah, and then they switch to his side of the stream, and you can see he's totally rattled because he said he wasn't. So I mean, yeah, I think like it's probably he is Tipster's best soldier, because if he keeps that shit up, apparently he was going on about how he wanted to talking about like sex stuff and lyrics.
Yeah, I just sent you a clip of it, Tommy. It's just like
before we
10
get
seconds.
into Apex Eric.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious and fucking weird.
Oh man, Jesus Christ!
How old is this guy? He looks underage. He looks like he's like 14. Okay, you take it up the ass like when nobody.
How do you get there from there? I mean, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I have no idea. 14 to fucking penal. I have no idea.
Oh God! So he's gonna step at it left and right going forward.
Just looking, and you deny it at every point when nobody even brought it up. You're like, what do you mean in the ass? And they're like, I asked you what you wanted for dinner.
Oh, he's not funny either. He's no talent. He's no talent. Oh, okay. Now I'm getting it. I figure, he's got something going. I mean, people know what his name is now, but yeah. See, you can be really fucking stupid like this as long as it's your own audience. But once you start to cross over, and eventually you have to, that's when everybody gets a hold of you.
Okay, well, just so it's
because
clear,
the
I did
guy
not
is
get
irrelevant.
It's like that's the look that you're giving off.
Well, he is kind of up and coming in a way, but
I mean,
I think
he made himself
it'll
that
probably
from
be
this clip.
short-lived. It'll probably be short-lived.
It'll be
This is
very
Tim, think
short-lived.
about that one.
Ugh.
What? Dog, where's your husband? Dog, you're 14. Shut up. Go
It
back
is
to school.
highly-
Like he looks like he's 14. Some 16-year-olds look like adults. The problem with pedophilia is not finding somebody who is underage attractive. Okay? If you find somebody who happens to be underage, who's like 16 or 17, attractive, that's not a big deal. It is not a fucking big deal if I go up to somebody, some chick that I think is attractive, okay? And say, hey, you know, you look great. Why don't
No, there is a problem with that because it's a
There's
fucking
a big
16-year-old. That's a
fucking
big
problem.
problem with that. I could almost say, like, wow, that girl's pretty hot, dude. She's 16. Whoa, okay, I could that's forgivable, you know. but that's not.
when
You don't go
talk
up to
the
her and
girl-
say, hey, listen, I know I'm 47 years old, but I find you very attractive. Had you been older, I might have hit on you. I don't know if that's what he's saying. I don't know if he's clipped out of context, but that's what it sounds like. Maybe he was. I don't know.
I'm gonna take you to dinner sometime, okay? And then she turns around and says, hey, I'm 17.
Wait, he just asked her out on a fucking
She's in
date?
another store. You know, if this guy who already looked
Yeah, is he? I don't know how he was clipped though. I mean, if he said
The
like,
context is if
yeah, like I don't want to throw him under the fucking pedo bus, but like going up and telling the girl and like finding out she's like, look, I've seen like Jesus Christ, you should see my daughter. Oh God, she looks like she's in her mid-20s, right? So you know, like this happened. Like I told you what happened about the Turkish guy, right?
Yeah.
I was walking with my daughter. She was 12. And this 20-year-old, 19-year-old Turkish guy, I think he saw me and her from behind. He's like, well, I'll fucking hit on that fat guy's girlfriend right in front. And he got right in front and then saw her face. And he fucking ran. He ran. And my daughter looked at me. He's like, what's that about? I'm like, I know what that was about. Because she looked like a grown woman probably when she was walking next to me. I shouldn't have been wearing I should have had fucking better clothes on. I just had a pair of sweats on. That's the thing. That's too fucking funny.
looks like he would fit makeup very well, makeup and a dress. I'm serious. Like he would.
See, he thinks he's making fun of him and goofing on his stuff and good his appearance and stuff like that. I wonder how he feels when it's because apparently he's like a lefty streamer. I wonder if
Yeah, dude.
I'm sure he'll pull that card.
If you notice his T-shirt, it's like a fucking trans flag.
Yeah,
That's the T-shirt,
okay, fair
that he's
enough.
wearing. Yeah.
Fair enough. This is bizarro. And then, you know, the whole trans community's kind of under threat because they're weird about kids, where some people say they're weird about kids, and he's fucking talking about the 14. By the way, Lyrics is a grown-ass man, so,
look good with makeup.
well, legally.
Makeup and a dress. Not kidding. Maybe you should try it. You know? Now I know that.
Yeah, he thinks he's, like, killing it right now, you know? He's like,
I think it's like nobody's laughing. Nobody's laughing. It's just
you are a
weird.
virgin. I get that. But now that you know,
What is the obsession with your generation? And it was not as bad as mine. Like, look, people lied about getting laid, but the amount of emphasis on having had sex before is like it almost makes me think you guys never get laid. Like that guy's like it's unbelievable. Even he was a virgin, so what? Like it's like it's
probably a fucking white people thing. It's like
yeah, what about you? Yeah, they hang you if you're fucking not a virgin. But there seems to be so much emphasis on that. I mean, he's clearly like in his late 20s or 30s. Like that's so weird.
that maybe next time you can avoid making this dumbass comment that only a 14-year-old would make. All right. Not only do you look like
Maybe he can say whatever the fuck he likes too. I don't know.
one, you also think like one.
What? But I wanted to end off this video on one good note with one final statement
Obvious
from Tipster
joke.
himself. When you got a coom, you got a coom.
I coom. What, this guy doesn't coom? Is that your problem? You got big ass blue balls, man?
That's weird. Now it's freaking me out a little bit. Look, he can say, I'm not saying he can't say all that, but the fact that he keeps saying he's 14 and then doing that's fucking bizarre. That's like uncouth. That's bizarre. I'm not saying like, it's just a weird place to put him, and he's wearing the trans shirt to boot.
So like, would you be surprised if like,
if that was my kid and he was 14, I'd be knocking that guy at the door.
Dude, tell me. Imagine this. Fucking 3-4 months, a fucking Google Docs drops on this guy. Now that would be hilarious.
Oh god, it would be so shocking too. We'd never see it coming.
Dude, nobody would.
No, that's funny. We'll see how he grows in the future. He might be interesting. I could see him taking the spotlight if he picks the wrong fight. But I think Chud kind of really got him down. He's in this. He wants to be in the whole drama sphere and what have you, and also have a political edge to him. Okay, but he doesn't really understand like how it works. And he's built a little audience for himself, and I'm sure he's doing just dandy. And the problem with that is, and I have personal theory, you start to think you're invincible. And the moment you start thinking you're invincible is the moment you fall hard. Seen it before. Ugh, it's too fucking funny. All right. 8-Bit Eric. He's very mad at me for the lolcow podcast. I have not seen.
That's the second video.
Oh, it's the second one? I think
this one. Yeah.
Where's the first one? Oh, wait a minute. He split them up?
No, hold on. Both
hold on.
videos.
You know what? I could do it again. No, I probably fucked it up. Hang on a second. I'm not going to yell at you. Well, Matt's not here for the whole week, so I can't yell at you.
I didn't really fuck up. I just saying the first.
No,
one.
I think I fucked this up. I fucked this up because I want to.
Wow.
That's the second one.
It's exploiting.
That's the second one. What a version.
Final.
All right, and this is the first one. All right, so we go here. Yeah, all right.
I was on.
Okay, so he's on the lolcow. I thought he was fucking funny, so I started fucking giving it to him. I think at everybody's game on the lolcow podcast, or lolcow live, really, that's what it's supposed to be called. And I smelled something funny, and he was funny. So
he's wearing a Cobra Kai T-shirt. Fuck.
Well, he's 8-Bit Eric. Like he's 8-Bit Eric. I mean, he's got to. You got to live. He's got a bunch of Nintendo cartridges. There you go.
I was on lolcow podcast today. If you aren't aware, it's a podcast that's run by Keemstar, Boogie, Wings of Redemption, and Tommy C.
I don't run shit. I work there.
I was asked by Keemstar personally today that I come on. Despite me having a day of plans ahead of me, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays.
There's always time for clout, buddy. We always can make. We're YouTubers. We always can make time for clout.
I actually run a wrestling school.
Really? This guy runs a wrestling school. What the fucking Dave went to wrestling school. He said it was the hardest fucking thing he ever did, and it was like basic training was a complete breeze compared to wrestling school, like a total breeze. And he's about to cry about me. Oh, Jesus Christ,
dude! He fucking runs that school, right?
I dropped what I was doing, made arrangements to stay home.
To call into a podcast where we obsessively goof on people for being lolcows. But I'm exempt.
The show is called lolcow Live. I mean, like, what did you expect?
Get on this podcast. Now, I already knew what it was about. It was about the
clearly you didn't.
Drama between Review Tech USA and myself. I'm sure you're quite aware of the videos that I've been making. So I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna get a chance to address this. I know Review Tech was trying to get me on his channel, but I didn't want to do it on his channel. I wanted to do on somewhere that I thought would be neutral.
What I can only tell me. What did I tell you?
Well, Walter Cronkite was busy.
I mean, Tucker. I mean, he should DM Tucker, man. Come on.
Oh God.
Neutral ground. The lolcow Live podcast. That's so fucking neutral.
Oh God. Yeah.
With DJ fucking Keemstar.
Jesus Christ.
A mistake thinking that I could do it on the lolcow podcast. You see, I was going in.
You were in there for fucking clout, like everybody else comes on, and yeah, good for you if you get it. You're there for exposure. Same reason everybody comes on. They're just trying to help us out or get exposed and the exposure to people, and there's nothing fucking wrong with that. So don't give me this horse shit. It's a fucking argument with Rich. I mean, come on.
Thinking that there would actually be a conversation. But within the first 2 minutes, I quickly learned otherwise. Tommy C, who I have no idea who he is, never seen his content in my life, instantly interrupted me after Keemstar said for me to give my take on things.
I bet it wasn't instant. I bet it was after him dragging on and not getting to the point. I'm sure that exactly was not the case.
At the beginning, immediately he was interrupting like, "Oh, this is so boring. This is stupid."
No, I think I should get to the point. Why would I say the show's fucking boring? I fucking hate when Keem does that.
Stupid and boring. Why are you guys scrambling for guests every week? Why is it every Wednesday you guys are still scrambling for a docket to get guests on your show? Because Tommy,
Fallout's happening.
Oh, it's because of me.
It's all because of you, man.
It's because of me.
You're so mean. Dude, you should be kicked out.
I have nothing. The only thing I
podcast.
run is the Sunday stream. I do not run. I show up and I run the other one. That's it. That's all I do. And Keem puts the stream together. And I don't care if he has guests or not. I do not think the guest is because it's, you know what I don't like about the guest thing? And I think it hurt the podcast. We never really had time to sort of form a bond. I think we've done it now between the three of us and set the sort of the show standard. It started right away, and this is probably because of fan demand. Get this person on, get that person on. Everybody's fucking like a hockey coach trying to get the perfect line in there or something. And all it looks like to me is a goddamn clout grab of sorts, because that's why people collab. Let's be honest, and there's nothing wrong with it. So if we get this person on, then we'll get someone there. So if we get that person, they'll promote it. We'll get Umpuva on it, and then the whole fucking time, this is something I just disagree with the way it was run. Like you had to set up a baseline first and then go ahead. It's scrambling for guests. Like, who fucking cares? The show's hysterical, and you're hysterical.
I didn't get to finish my tale.
You're gonna do this the whole time? God, you guys can't even talk. God, fucking, just one guy going at a time, for Christ's sake.
Well, I mean, I was in the middle of my story.
Shut the fuck up and do it. Yeah, because he wouldn't get to the point. So I didn't say it was boring. I just said do it. Exactly.
So you and Wings.
Wait, he's wearing the same t-shirts.
Wings barely
unless
spoke.
There's some kind of drama that you guys are trying to shit on. And you guys need to realize the guests that you're having on, as irrelevant and gay as you think they are, they're helping you out. They are helping you out.
This guy
fuck are you?
This guy thinks YouTube 100%. Everything's a collab and to move up and what have you. He is a YouTuber to the bone. To the bone. I didn't like. See, I still don't like this. The crowd said boring. That's for sure. The tomatoes are in there. That's always the case. But the thing I like about the cast is it's just all hate. That's what I love about it. Everybody gets fucking savaged.
What would you have done today if I didn't come on? You would have had Richard.
We would have somebody. Like, get over your own egomania, man.
Ben by himself, being a complete snooze fest. So yeah, you could say I took an L or whatever you want. The fact of the matter is,
I don't think I was even going to say that. I think the biggest L here is you crying about it. That's you went on the lolcow podcast.
He made two videos
you got
about
goofed
it.
on, and you're trying like his whole what I gather what his whole point was is Rich is a bitch, which yeah, sure, and he was just as big a bitch, and then he goes on bitching even more. I don't think Rich has complained about me once. I've given it to Rich too.
I was asked to give my side of the story, and I thought we were going to have a full-fledged
Oh, really?
here.
A round table? A little bread tube for you?
And I was interrupted.
But I'm just saying why are you taking pot shots? I'm not. I'm
Four out of your last 12 videos have been about Rich, so
Rich,
why
you're skipping shit, and you're not going into detail.
It's pretty clear that I find this guy funny.
Why I'm saying stuff.
So say what I'm skipping. So what did I skip that
So
was
if
so
you would
crucial?
shut up and let me finish my story, I would tell you.
Okay.
So Wings didn't interrupt that.
Yeah, and by the way, after that he got right to the point. We all understood where. No, he didn't.
As much. He gave his opinion and his thoughts, but unfortunately, he couldn't hear my full side of the story. On top of that, I knew Rich was coming. That's why immediately I said, "Where's Rich at?" I knew the ambush was coming, but silly me for thinking that there was going to be an actual discussion to talk about things. Because when I started,
you know what? That's what's not entertaining. Watching you guys talk like women. That's what's not entertaining.
The fucking BreadTube shit is fucking.
Now there's all this fucking drama about it. You're fucking crying and complaining about it. Everybody's fucking hating on me. That's the entertainment part. Like these guys, these ultra YouTubers, they think the funny part is if they look good, right? If they get what they want out. Otherwise, it's no good. No, it was fine. The cast was fine.
Started talking. Rich, his quote of the day.
Yeah, he does. He makes Rich look like an alpha.
Was, can you pause for 1 second, Eric?
He does do that. I'll give him that.
Yeah, that was
voice
annoying.
Messages where Jay tried to say that you said horrendous things.
Okay, now pause a second. That was because I was in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
Next minute he's cool. The next minute he's not. He's avoiding talking about that.
No, I'm not.
Well, you know what that was? That was Rich complained about him on his cast. I think that was it. And he was avoiding showing people that he really, truly, honestly melted down. So I guess that he went in there thinking, like, if I just make Rich look like a bitch. And I sensed that. And he just sounded kind of mushy to me, too. So I fucked with him. I fucked with Rich before, too. I fucked with everybody on that goddamn show.
Pause 1 second. I did not do that.
This was the first time they made up, because I think Rich was originally going to come on lolcow that day. I
like how he says he's constantly interrupting him, and fucking I'm just sitting there like fucking spacing out.
And I was like, all right, whatever. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Pause 1 second. Let me say my point before I forget it.
And by the way, I don't blame Rich in that one. It sounded like you were done. What, do you have a little timer for you all, you bitch?
Then I thought about things, and I left Jay DM.
And he would skip ahead to stuff that's going on this week.
So did you. You were all over the place. So did you.
Yeah,
they were almost identical. They were all like, it was so fucking schizophrenic.
Yeah.
It was unbelievably schizophrenic, so I kicked him in the ass. So what? Who cares? I don't give a shit about it being fair. I care about it being funny or interesting or an incident. What do you think we're doing here, you fucking dolt? You know?
When
it's
they
a fucking comedy show.
Story, how come they aren't letting me talk about what happened back in February?
Honestly, here's the truth. What happened back in February wasn't the fucking golden gotcha that you thought it was. It was boring. Everybody knows that Rich is fucking a total weirdo online. Tell me you're mean to him. Yeah.
Story, which is where the first video of mine came up. February 23rd.
And then at one point during the thing is, by the way, Eric, I got like all these videos. I mean, there's 3,000 fucking people in there, and there's 3,000 people in there whether you're on or not. That's what I'm worried about.
Posted the video in response to what I saw on Rich's Facebook.
He's not mentioning any of it.
Reiterate again.
I'm here.
I never had a problem.
I think it's like, I still have no idea.
Yeah, do you have any idea what it like? What I got, I didn't get it then either. Rich melted down, and he was avoiding talking about the fact that he melted down. That was the gotcha. I guess. He never got to the point, and he was all over the place. In fairness, so is Rich too. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a problem that he went on Facebook and called him a parasite.
Oh, who cares?
I have every right.
You guys are such candy asses.
He's a public figure.
Dude, this guy is in wrestling, right?
He can make videos about
winning. Yeah, Speaking of wrestling, I got these guys like threatening me and shit now. Like, like this one guy. He goes, let's see if I can find this.
Are those his classmates?
No, what did he write? He's like, I can't get back to the other thing. I wish. Hang on a second.
That you tweeted?
Hang on. Yeah, but the guy replied.
Yeah.
Like it's so funny. Maybe it's because of the wrestling crowd, because it felt Tonka-ish, you know. It definitely felt very Tonka-ish. You know, like the guy accuses me of being like a keyboard tough guy. I don't think I ever threatened to kick anybody's ass. I think that's like stupid, you know, and not funny, because it makes like you're like, oh man, you wouldn't say that to me if we were real life. We're fucking trying to entertain people. Of course, there would be a lot of things. Of course, I wouldn't scream at you about, hey, shut the fuck up. No, we're doing a show.
Do you have a clip of that?
This guy is stupid. He thinks lolcow podcast would be a serious discussion. I mean, and I'm the idiot. That's comical. Sorry, I thought that I would get a break. Guess I went to the wrong place.
So, like, did he think that Keemstar was Lex Friedman or something?
You want to come on, Verse? Feel free. I know this is.
I told him. I fucking asked him. I hope he comes. I hope he gets.
This is your territory. This is your kind of guy. Oh God, I gotta find this thing. It's too fucking funny. Maybe I think it's this video right here. Hold on. I woke up to this morning. It's my Shogun video. And this dude like threatened me or something. Did he delete it? I don't know if I just can't find it. He said I was a big coward.
Hey, buddy.
And then, too bad. This is too. Newest first. That's got to be up in front then. Let's see. Thanks. He was crying the whole time. He's crying right now. Yeah, I don't see it. This is bizarre. Oh, it sucks. Maybe there's nothing that's held for review either. No, he was like, don't. He was like, I wrote him back, like, he accused me of being a keyboard tough guy, and then you saying you're a keyboard tough guy. He said you're a coward. I've lost track of reality. I hope I get to meet you one day. Like, well, isn't that what you're accusing me of? I never threatened to kick anybody's ass. That's fucking dumb. Yeah, I can't find it now. It could be there, and I'm just missing it, or maybe I'm. It's too bad. It was really funny. Oh well, can't find it. Let's go back.
Boogie, Tipster, even Keemstar. But the second somebody else does it on him, he becomes completely unhinged. Now, he was trying to say he's not bothered about it.
Well, first off, the incessant videos, and well,
how can you prove that he's bothered by it? I mean, he's gonna say he was cool, calm, and collected.
Sent you the original Facebook posts. Now, yeah, those shouldn't have been up there. But Eric, beyond that, what wasn't behind the scenes? What happened that was so heinous that you needed to make, I don't even know how many videos, and you were live streaming last. I haven't responded to anything.
It is amazing that Rich gives a flying fuck, but
look on Twitter. I have not, it's been like 5+ days. I haven't even posted. I posted something about Twitch today.
Oh, we're skipping ahead because I was telling you my point what happened. So you said
you can't do that. You said that was the example that he skipped ahead, and then you just let him talk, and you should have put the whole conversation in there, Bucko. Sent you some Apic Air on Salvas where he talks about lolcow live. Okay.
I'm gonna hit
Eric, I haven't watched any videos, dude. I don't care.
Okay, that's cool because nobody watches you either anymore, apparently.
See, and he took that personal.
About it, Rich.
Ooh, he gotcha.
If you weren't bothered about me making videos, you wouldn't have been.
Exactly. Like, this is what I hated about it. It's like, you care. No, I don't. Yeah, you care. You really care. No, you don't. Oh, it sucks. That sucks. Ugh.
Demanding me to be on your live stream.
Absolutely.
No, I was going after you for going after me. I stopped talking about Jay at that point. There was no longer about Jay.
Oh my God, who cares?
So am I not allowed to make videos about
you can see me. That's exactly what I'm doing. Like, no, you. Like,
you're making it like Jay's my friend. You literally, and I have to defend him, dude. It's a business thing that happened. That's it. And that's all.
No. You melted down. You mad. No, you're mad. That's why we're mad. And I tell him to shut up. Hey, you're not letting me get to my point. This thing to happen in public.
I don't give a shit if you fired him or not.
Wait.
And I couldn't say any of this during lolcow today.
Tommy.
Because
What?
I just sent you the screenshot. Matt grabbed it of the comments. Yeah, thank you, Matt Pitt.
Thank you, Matt Pitt. Big save. Big save. Shut the fuck up. You're delusional as fuck. You have no on to call. Can you read that? Am I nuts?
No
delusional
one
as fuck.
No one
to call.
Have no
you
call
on your BS.
on your BS because you live behind a monitor. Don't test me, motherfucker. You've been living behind a monitor so long, they become delusional since no one holds you accountable.
Well, you've held me accountable.
You're living behind a bubble, and no one holds you accountable. Don't test me.
Don't test
Don't
me.
fucking test me, bro.
Don't
I'm fucking
test me,
coming
bro.
after you, right?
See, the guy's
Hold
coming.
me back. Hold me back. Hold me back. Right now.
Yeah,
Hold me back.
yeah.
Move my VCs, bro. Fucking move the VC, bro. I'm coming. I'm coming for you, bro.
All I know is I'm never going to say anything bad about 8-Bit Gary again.
Fuck the
Jesus.
Discord server, he's coming.
Jesus. Complexity? I
Lock
said you
it down.
yeah. Jesus Christ. I'm not playing I don't think I'm going to play Salvo's clips. Fuck him. Guy
Fuck
talks
that
about
guy.
guy talks about my fucking kid. Fuck that.
Anytime I tried to talk, I was being told by Tommy and by Rich that I was gay and that I was wasting
You're
time.
bored,
and
and you
Keemstar
suck.
was even like, "This is
No,
so
I don't
You
think.
suck.
Did I say he was
Wait,
gay?
shit.
Wait, 2 seconds.
But hold on.
You're shit.
This,
That was
this,
you have
2 seconds.
6.7k
This beef
views
is
in
so
4
fucking
days
dumb
on an
and so
86k channel. You are dead. No one cares.
Dude, he's sitting there. Keem is doing this, not me. He's saying this is a dumb. It's dumb. It is. The only thing that was funny about it.
But Tommy, you laughed. It's all you now.
I know. It was hysterical. That's what you're supposed to do. You suck.
I so agree with you.
This beef is
so agree with you.
this beef is so
Big
retarded.
babies.
It's hilarious. Like
They weren't allowing me to talk at all.
They weren't
I
allowing
couldn't
me
even
to
get,
talk.
like, a
I wasn't able to
coherent
explain my
sentence
point
out.
of view.
And then they were like, "Oh, you're interrupting everybody," because
No, they told you your point is stupid. It's dumb. It's not entertaining. Nobody gives a shit about a fucking fair argument.
I was being interrupted by each and every single one of you guys.
Ooh, Jesus.
You asked me to be a guest on there.
Oh, and now we got to
And
kiss your lolcow ass. Get the fuck out of here.
Couldn't even be a guest. I couldn't even tell my side of the story. I couldn't even talk.
I played the DMs live on stream, and they were only mine. There was
I'm
nothing.
not talking about the DMs with Jay. I'm talking about the DMs you had with me up there. I never said they were horrendous. I was just
What are you
giving my
talking-
opinion. Last time I checked,
No clue.
I'm allowed to make.
Yeah, and
my
that
own
was another
opinion
thing he
about-
was doing the whole time. He's like, "Am I allowed to have an opinion?" Like, nobody's. Yeah, we're just telling you it's fucking dumb. You know, like I didn't put a gun in your head. I didn't censor you. Nobody fucking said a goddamn a copyright false flag. You're saying it's stupid.
He literally,
Yeah.
he literally sounds like nerd right now.
I know.
I know, it's
I
Am I,
know.
I'm
hilarious.
not,
It's
I'm
so
not allowed to
funny.
make
I know.
analogies? What am I? I'm not
They're
allowed
all,
to make
all
analogies?
these YouTubers are like this.
about a public
Did
thing.
you see the guy on Chud Logic that was like, "I'm up and coming," and the guy and Harmful Opinions laughed at him, and he broke down and hung up.
No, that's really funny.
Oh God,
I
it
wish I
was
saw
so
that.
funny.
I couldn't even get that out. Tommy, well, public figure. As Tommy sees shtick to be the grumpy guy that doesn't want
Yes.
That's literally your name.
That's
on
literally
Twitter.
what they told me for. To be a complete
That's your
fucking
fucking
prick.
Twitter bio.
Literally there. That's in my Twitter bio.
Tommy, pull up your Twitter bio real quick.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Oh no, I got rid of that. I did get rid of the
Oh,
drunk
fuck,
uncle
it's
thing.
gone?
Yeah, I got rid of it. This is it. No, sorry. Yes.
Well,
wanna be
you should
there?
bring it back.
Yeah, we're gonna have a normal discussion. This guy has you know what it is too. Like, you know, that guy Snart Horgan was mad at me too. He was like, "Yeah, you wouldn't talk to anybody like that in real life, or some shit like that." I'm like, you guys are clip channels. You clip lolcows for everybody else to laugh at. Like, and you saw it with Wings 007. When the first time anybody laughs at them, they all crumble. It
I
kind
was
of
going to
makes
say the
Boogie
only
Wings
thing
look
they
tough.
have going for them.
Yeah.
The only thing they have going for them is they don't have anything of themselves on the internet.
Exactly,
for other
that you
people to
can't
clip, or else
chip
they'd
at.
be a
Yeah.
lolcow.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's well, that's what Wings is always telling me, right? A lot of these guys tell me, you know, they got no lives. I'm like, yeah, shut up. They fucking own you left and right. But now I'm starting to think he's right. You're crying.
because he sure does well at it. He was probably the biggest asshole I've met in my life.
Good.
No clue who he was. Clearly just trying to pick up a paycheck. He has nothing to
No, my heart, you know what it is? You're wrong. I believe in the lolcow podcast. I believe what we could do for society. That's what I'm there for. Society. I care so much.
I think I'm starting to flip.
Yeah.
You weren't having an
Actually,
intellectually
Tom-
honest discussion. You weren't willing to have a intellectually honest discussion with 8-Bit Eric. And for that,
Eric.
you fucking sicken me.
With his Cobra Kai t-shirt and Nintendo games. Look, and I'm not saying I'm any better, by the way. I'm just like, this is like,
No, I
you're
can't
not
say
someone.
anything. I just spent like $1,000 on Pokemon cards. I can't say anything.
Yeah, you owe me $50, by the way.
Oh,
Actually,
dude, I'm so
Tommy.
sorry. I maxed out my card again. I
Oh,
can't.
fuck.
I can't do anymore.
Oh,
Stop
geez.
buying shit.
Oh wait, no,
dude.
no, I can actually.
You don't have to do it today, but
No, I can't. I just remember I'll just use a different card.
You
that
can wait
isn't
till
limited.
next check. I'm just busting balls.
I don't.
The
It's not
show.
the money. It's just
Oh.
my card's locked.
No, don't use your card
Nothing
then.
to the show at all.
But you were in my chat, and then you were posting about it afterwards.
You were
so
already
obviously you had
talking
time.
about me, so I came in and said thanks. I got.
And then, oh yeah, then that's probably what he's really mad at with the girl. I mean, and then Keem sniffed this thing out. Let's make him uncomfortable. That's what's funny. You were the butt of the joke. I hope you get it. You were the butt of the joke because we can't get anything more out of fucking Rich because, well, he's rich. And you were ridiculous. You were totally ridiculous. You were totally, it was the only thing to work with. I mean, and you're perfect for this cast because you have no idea what it's about, right? You think one thing, you think how it works. Yeah, I do this for money. There's no doubt about it. It's not a secret. It's a business. We goof on people in the internet verse. You got. Thank you. Okay, we're even. USA.
clip I needed because I was gonna milk you for a clip that I needed.
At least you admitted. Good for you.
Oh my God! People make YouTube videos.
So he's talking about clipping Rich to milk him, and the moment we fucking give him the business, milk him a little bit, it's like, oh my God, everybody's mean to me. Oh, unbelievable.
This is supposed to be an intellectual. I still can't believe how he thought this stream at all was going to be an intellectual discussion.
Yeah, it's like I'll say something very intellectual. This is an example of cognitive dissonance. Yeah, Tucker calls him. Sorry to hear what happened to you in Lolcow Life. You're more than welcome to come on my show. There you go, Tucker.
Videos to get views. That's news to me. I mean, Keemstar didn't do a drama alert for over a decade, right?
You were detracting.
March 6th to March 19th, when Review Tech had a complete meltdown over me, called me a talentless hack, said all this
That's
You
so
are.
far.
I mean,
That's so
You
far
are, yeah.
off.
stuff about me.
Why do
How
you
did he
care? Why
get
do you
there?
care? People call me that all the time. Like, why do you care?
Okay, buddy.
Why do they care about their reputations? You're on YouTube with video games. When Keem was talking to the girl about the Jewish stuff, I thought they were going to put the Jewish question on video. Yeah, she was pretty
Tommy's
wacky.
like, oh, poor you. He said this about you. That wasn't the point. Instead of being a fucking
No, that
That's the
was
point
my
you're making right
point.
now.
That was my
That's-
point.
that's
My
what you're
point
saying.
is you're being a bitch. You know?
cocksucker, you should see the reason why I made the video was to fire back at Review Tech. Oh, but you guys are making views. You blah, blah. You literally are in a podcast with the king of guys that makes videos for views. Have you heard of Drama Alert?
I love how I love how people can't admit they make money, money. That wasn't
That
the
was
issue.
a lot of words to say nothing.
Yeah, that was the whole problem with it. Like, everybody's doing this for views. Like, it's not a fucking secret here. There is this sort of thing. There is this thing from influencers, and it's every level. I have to show you. I have to convince the audience that I am doing this for no other reason but for the love of what, YouTube drama. I'm a serious person. Are you kidding me? Like, it's so bizarre.
And it's very
so
vague too. Just because you do it for views doesn't mean you're not passionate about it, right? Those things aren't. They can be mutually exclusive.
No, I got everything I wanted out of that fucking last cast. That went perfectly well.
last decade.
But I'm sure somebody would him would go and then go, well, let's look at the comments. Well, it's engagement. You know, people are engaged. You're fucking mad at me. I don't care if I'm playing the bad guy. You were the stupid ass to come on the Lolcow podcast and goes, oh, I'll be the good guy and everybody will shit on Rich. You were more fun to shit on. That's it. I'm just doing this for a check. I wouldn't do it if there wasn't a check in it. There's a goddamn sure. It's a business. You know?
You'd want to sit in the stream with Boogie.
Yeah, that's what I want to do with my
for free.
time. That's what I want to do with my time. I don't care if I'm taken seriously. What the fuck, you know?
I thought Keemstar out of anybody.
You know,
I can't hang out, Tommy. I can't go to your soccer game. I'm hanging out with
If I
Boogie right
remember
now.
correctly, they were asking if he was a clip channel, right? So he does stuff on Reddit. He was trying to act like, I do this for the love. That's what he's trying to come off. And we're like, no, you're just I don't care that he makes videos on Rich. I don't think he becomes a full-time Rich clip channel. That's fine with me. But don't act like you're not. That's that was my point. Don't act like you're not in this for the same reason everybody else is. You're the ones trying to be above this shit, not me. I don't give a fiddler's fuck, you know?
Have known the game that you start beef with somebody, you rebuttal back and forth, and you
Yeah, and then somebody, a third party can come in and kick you in the ass and balls, tap it to me, you know?
get views.
He's basically making the argument that nobody can like goof on him. Otherwise, we're taking his free speech away.
Thought out of anything, Keemstar would have understood that. But for
Keemstar just
of course Jay Lee got in it with this fucking.
Yeah, he got into it.
How does that happen?
That's funny.
I don't think Jay Lee got it either. And here's another one. Let's call him goof on him.
Wings of Redemption to be like, you're just doing this for views. Sure. Yeah. I even told him that thing. Yeah,
he's on both ends. I'm doing this for views, and then you're only doing this for a check. Do you hear that? Because he just accused me of only doing it for a check, and now
I thought out of anything, Keemstar would have understood.
Yeah, he was so schizophrenic. That's what I mean.
For Wings of Redemption to be like, you're just doing this for views. Yeah, I even told him that thing. Yeah, I'm doing it for views. Oh well, you know, it seems like your views are low. Wings, I'm not trying to say that was snarky or rude because that's ebbs and flow of YouTube. I've never said that my channel was some
totally delusional about the way things work.
Channel that I thought was great and was doing good. But if we're going to talk stats and stuff, you have 5 times the audience of me, and you fell off too.
I think everybody there fell off. So what? That's like
correct me if I'm wrong. I think this whole lolcow live thing is about
a bunch of guys that are washed up.
No longer,
that's what's funny about it anymore. That's what's funny about it. You're washed up too.
You think we're gonna get Jinxie or Kai Cenat or something?
The fact that we got Opaville and we get Muda anytime we want, that's like huge. You know, those guys aren't washed up. But that's it. We're all washed up. You're washed up too.
Really, the whole premise of why these 4 people are these 3 people are together because they're washed up.
So funny. Everybody's washed up.
That's the whole. It's kind of like how this show was created.
They put me in there. Let me make this abundantly clear. Right, I'm washed up. Right. I never got it, but I don't take their bullshit. And Keem wanted me to twist the fucking knife. They know that. They know that. They know that. They are 100% aware of that. Like, since when do you get off and you come in and you think you get a free pass? I probably would have started picking on the crazy chick, but you were fucking funnier than she was.
Why punch down?
Oh, of course not. I mean, he's as much of a cow as them. He's just smaller. No one knows
what's going on with
Why punch down? Because it's funny. And by the way, Keem doesn't fucking do this for the love. Keem fucking does this because he wants a really popular podcast. That's what he wants.
Yep.
That's it. And you were the funny one.
Except like all you guys were already planning on ganging up on me, which smart.
No, I don't talk to Keem.
No shit.
I just shut up.
No, you just happened to be so unlikable that it just came naturally.
I nobody believed this. I had no idea who he was. I had no idea who he was either. So if you go back, I let him talk for a while till he started fucking making it suck. Then I'm like, well, no one's gonna come on here and you're gonna give us something. If I can help it. God, I couldn't do anything with what's-her-face, the father. Well, I did the best.
Thorpe's?
I did the best I could with that. God. Jesus Christ.
Jay not to go on to lolcow the week before.
And then what did we pick on him for? He's like, oh, you could ask that girl out and you didn't. Like, do you think we're on the level? I bet he did. Oh, I can't wait to get to that part.
I was warned by people, but I was like, no, I got to come on
here. I was warned. I got to come on here and set the record straight. Rich really did throw a fit.
Neutral ground. I got to make an appearance. I got to talk. And stupid me, I thought I was going to have a
you're going to get your ass kissed.
And settle things out, but no.
Have a conversation? No. Ass kissed.
These guys didn't want to hear it. They wanted
entertainment
and arguing. Rich deflected the whole entire time like he did nothing wrong.
Like Keemstar, what was baited about? Arguments, fighting. What was Drama Alert about? The drama in the fucking community. What do you think you walked into? You're brain dead, dude.
At all.
Well, and he said that Rich was deflecting the whole time. If you had something and you had a knife to twist and said it, but you never said anything about it the whole time.
Let's pretend this scenario. Let's say he came in there and fucking killed it and started making everybody rolling fucking laughing. Nobody would have said shit to him. They would have wanted that train to keep rolling because that's fucking funny.
And he had nothing. He sucked, and he had nothing to stick to Rich. Now what do we do? Because this whole thing is about no ammo, Rich, and you have nothing.
Zero ammo. Exactly. He had no ammo, no nothing. It wasn't that great. I gotta be honest with you. You look more broken up than he did.
Oh well, why don't you just say that you're doing this and he was getting his timetables wrong.
Oh.
He's acting like I made daily videos when I had February 23rd.
Yeah, shit ton. What are you talking about?
3rd, 24th, March 6th. March 19th.
Semantics.
I didn't make any daily videos.
I said like 4 out of the last 12.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about consecutive video uploads, right? You can. It could be 2. You could upload like Clown and still be
How
2
old is-
consecutive uploads,
how
right?
old is- find out how old he is.
until he did his cheap shots at me on the PSVR 2 video. From then, it's fair game. Again, this is from somebody that milked Quantum TV.
Does he see us as some kind of authority? It's fair game, like we're preventing him from something. Like I don't get it.
This is from somebody that milked Pat the NES.
Everybody's fair game. Everybody. It's just you do what your rank can handle.
This is somebody that milks the quartering. This is somebody that milks Melanie Mack, and he couldn't take it because I'm a smaller channel. He couldn't take it.
Who? Us or Rich? Yeah, probably Rich, but
What did he want me to say? Okay, Rich, I won't make videos about you anymore. No. But if you're asking somebody to give
I gotta be honest with you, I think Rich came on for the entertainment part too. Gives him some exposure, right? Is it? You think that's why Rich was on? Hello?
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh.
Probably. Yeah.
and I'm saying this
Trying
to the host
I
of
was
the
trying to
Lolcow
find his
podcast.
age, but
Yeah,
I think
no.
the narrator. I think you handled him
You did?
great, Tommy. The guy just loves to throw a pity party for himself. Yeah, I guess.
At least hear them out.
I didn't handle him. I was being fair. I'm not there to be fair. What do you think? You think Kane went to me? He says, "I want you to fucking twist the knife. I want you to be up in their shit." That's what happened when DSP left, right?
Tell me he's 40.
Fuck, he's 40. Oh, great.
He's
When-
40.
When DSP left, it's fine. You can be a YouTuber at 40. I am. But he sounds like he sounds like a teenager. Like, who cares? Like, grow some skin, bro.
Before you start
Yeah, now
acting
I'm fucking talking like a kid now.
like you're some kind of entitled prick when you're begging for guests to come on your show weekly. You guys are literally on the day of trying to make a docket of guests to come on.
We are? That's news to me. He knows more than I do.
So you could at least have a little bit of decorum, a little bit more professionalism. These guys didn't even listen to anything. They invited me on. They wanted to find out the drama.
This is going to be a great show. Now it's your turn, Rich. You can talk now. No. Let him talk, Eric. Let him talk. Decorum. Go fuck yourself.
your allocated time, all right?
My name is DJ Killer Keemstar. I will be your moderator. 8-bit Eric, you have 60 seconds. Go.
Timer's on the dot.
All right.
I'm
Rich
sorry.
is,
I'm sorry,
you now
Rich.
have
That
a-
was very bad faith. That's very disingenuous. Like, what the fuck?
Rich, you now have a 30-second rebuttal.
No ad homs, guys.
No ad homs.
No
No
ad
ad
homs.
homs. No ad homs. Oh God.
They were
Clean fight,
clueless
guys.
about
Clean
it,
fight.
and then they didn't even want to hear the side about it. Ridiculous. I've never seen.
I think he's right about that. Nobody wanted to hear his bullshit.
Nobody cares.
a more unorganized podcast. Oh, you're doing these videos for views. Hey, welcome to YouTube. People make.
He just accused me of doing it for money. Only for the money. Fucking jackass.
How long does it take him to record this 22-minute video that he's
Oh
already
my
forgotten
God.
what he said
Yeah,
5 minutes
5 minutes
prior?
ago, yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
notice
takes
how
does he
he's
do?
wearing he's wearing the same exact T-shirts. So like as soon as he left the lolcow live,
Oh,
did
oh,
he
the
like
same
just
one?
start recording?
Even after the podcast.
Oh, that's so funny.
it so it could get viewed. That's not the problem. If you really didn't think that,
It's funny how he didn't have the guts to say, "I'm not being treated fairly here." And he didn't do all this shit in the show, did he?
Ghost Gaming said, "Tommy, we need more professionalism in the lolcow."
Yeah, I know. Like, I've had people pull that trick on me before. More professionalism.
So on the next stream, you guys should all be wearing
It's like
suits.
saying the less doxing on fucking Huey Farms. You know?
making videos about you was a problem, you wouldn't be complaining about it having views. That's the issue, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's complaining about the
Rich
views?
has an issue because it is getting views. If it wasn't getting
Oh,
views,
I see what he means.
would not be crying about me making videos about him. And I couldn't even utter that out. Anytime I tried to talk, I was getting
Yes,
interrupted.
no, you thought you
Not-
had a fucking killer and it was boring. It's just that
Not
simple.
just by Tommy, but by Keem, by Rich.
So I wasn't just the biggest asshole on earth?
Nobody was letting me talk. And then after the March 6th live stream that Rich had, him and Jay
March,
made
he knows
up
the date.
again. And again, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm out of this. You could go and watch the video. I was trying to explain this to the lolcow podcast, and I
They
guess
got
if
it,
you're
don't
not
worry.
spurging at each other, you're not calling each other retards, you're not fighting and just causing
This guy
drama.
makes videos making fun of retarded Rich, and he's addicted to call him retards.
They don't want anything to do with actual real conversation. My bad on that.
can't believe you keep
Lesson
saying
learned. Instead of actually discussing the topic and letting people
in
hear
here.
out and talk, they clearly went in already talking to Rich. I'm almost 110% believing.
I don't fucking talk to Rich. I haven't talked to
told him
Rich
his
privately
last
once in
week,
my
and then
life.
before today,
And it wouldn't have mattered if I
That's
did.
why I was like, hey, Keem, let me ask
Yeah,
you.
here's the. I lied. Rich called me up. He's like, this guy's really gonna suck. I'm just letting you know. Okay, thanks.
He really is that stupid. Did you see his pinned comment?
No.
He wrote himself.
What does it say?
Scroll down one.
Disappointed with lolcow live. I wanted to discuss real tech. You dork. We got constant interruptions and deflections.
Disruptions and deflections.
Yeah, well,
Nothing
I mean,
new with the
I
drama,
agree
but
with
they
him on the
wanted-
Rich
when
thing.
wanting
but-
my side, they didn't care to hear.
They-
Do I even have a guest on at that point to make fun of you until you leave?
Have you not been on the show before?
Jesus Christ.
Before you invited me on, who did you
Punch
talk
you
to
until
today?
you quit.
I know that this was all premeditated. They already came in with a bias. They weren't going to let me on.
Premeditated?
It was a lion's den, but I didn't back down. Whether you
No.
think it was an L or not, I went in.
How do you care if it's an L or not?
Situation with Rich, because like I saw a video on your channel and you were like, I'm feared for my life, Rich is coming to get
Oh
me.
yeah,
Like
that was 110%. That video yesterday was 110% satire.
I know,
you
but
can't tell me that the clip.
But you're
what was
milking
that
it, is what he's saying.
what's that
clips-
based off of? Did he threaten you?
Did you not see the clips in the video?
No,
Where
I
he's
clicked
just saying
off.
the weird stuff.
I was
Saying
just.
the weird stuff.
What were you what was he saying?
What was I saying?
Because for whatever reason, he brought up Melanie
No.
Mack when he was ranting against me. When he was all
God,
like,
you
"You're
suck."
a fucking
Yeah,
simp.
because you were
You
boring.
defend
You
Melanie
fucking
Mack,
suck.
You fucking
Ugh.
simp. She's not gonna fuck you," which had nothing to do with it.
No, it
And
didn't have anything to
I
do with
tried
it.
to
Are,
bring
are
that-
you seeing a pattern here?
He was trying to find an interesting topic because Keem was already regretting having you on.
Yeah,
you were
it's
probably
terrible.
less than half an hour into a stream that normally goes for hours. So he thought, maybe I extract this piece of information that might be so interesting since this person follows me on Twitter and I can have her on and we can have a new interesting segment, maybe potentially more interesting than listening to you meander for 10 minutes and Tommy's already interrupting you, which means it's going to keep happening. There's no way that's going to stop happening. So maybe you find something else.
that up. And that's when they had this bright idea. Oh, let's bring Melanie Mack on. That's Eric's crush. I had zero clue what that had to do with anything.
It had nothing to do with anything.
But
It's fucking
bring
funny.
her on. Okay, let's see if Rich will talk to Melanie Mack.
Melanie, I just watched
Melanie,
the
I
clip
don't
of
mean
you.
to interrupt, but you saw the other day for no reason he just suddenly like melted down
Look at
me
this
and
simp
said,
shit.
Oh,
Melanie
God.
Mack is
Man,
not going
this
to
guy's
fuck you,
awful.
you fucking simp. For like no reason.
Well,
Yeah, kids are just saying Rich is melting down, Rich is melting down, Rich is melting down, Rich is melting, and he thought this was gonna have some kind of like an impact, and nobody cared. He couldn't understand why, so he rationalized it like they're not letting me speak, and I can't get my point across.
I think usually when people resort to those types of insults, they can't really stay on the topic at hand. And if you defend anybody, it's automatically, oh, you want to sleep with this person.
No, I called
So
him.
Melanie Mack comes on. Rich clamps up. He had a lot to say when she wasn't around. He tried to debate the Bible with her, which is funny for people that aren't Christian.
He didn't clamp up, did he? Hey, boy, you're schizophrenia.
They try to quote scripture against somebody that reads the Bible. I don't know how that worked.
She did kind of. She did own Rich. I'll give him that. That's for sure. But that was funny too. Guess what? Oh, she got to talk. She came. She came in looking
Because
good.
she was interesting.
She came
Imagine
looking
that.
good.
Are you noticing a pattern of people who are interesting and they
Oh.
get time to speak?
Yeah. She was interesting. She's nuts.
But either way,
I would have probably taken more shots at her had it would have just been total chaos if I started taking shots at her. You know. But then and then she owned Rich. So what am I gonna do? You know.
she totally owned
And
him.
then she said she was anti-LGBTQ. Like, what do you say after that? You're a bigot? Like, I'm a bigot. So she said, okay, fine.
And I was surprised they actually let her talk. Which also led me to believe that they already went in biased against me.
Well,
because
look at her. She's
they've
got
been talking
titties.
to Rich on the down low. They let her talk because they didn't have a rebuttal to it. They did not have a rebuttal at all to her. And there was a few cringe moments. Tommy tried to talk about her being sleeveless and super cringe.
Need to be updated. It's all there. Like, we're seeing it. or seeing it unfold.
Are you gonna go to St. Peter dressed like that?
Yeah, and the Book of Jen said the lion.
Yeah, and he made it seem like I was fucking. It's like, did I hit on her? Because I would have, right? And my whole point was, like, he's completely misframing this. Like, she's sitting there talking about Jesus. Look at the way you're dressed. You know, don't be lecturing fucking people about how they should handle themselves and their sexuality and shit. When look at you, Jesus freak. That was the point.
I mean, to be fair, Tommy, she only has a sleeveless shirt. I don't understand what.
Showing
arm. Yeah, I thought that was.
She should be wearing a burqa,
but
right?
I thought the microphone was blocking her boobies. I thought she dresses. I thought that's her whole thing, right? Well,
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Oh, I thought she was. Oh, she got me back. In fairness,
provocative or something.
I didn't say that. I just said you can go dressed like that.
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. I thought that was funny. like, okay, what are you gonna do? You look good, by the way. Like, that wasn't funny. I thought it was hysterical. I thought it was there. I don't care how she dresses. Hey, I'm like pro titties and stuff. I am like.
I'm really hoping the next words out of this guy's mouth are, "Isn't Tommy C married? I find it kind of odd."
Hold on, please.
Why is Tommy even on the show?
To hit
this
on
is my first time
bitches.
really tuning in, but why is Tommy on the show? It's somewhere in the middle of all this.
But then he said that no one's
brought
really
up somebody
tuning in.
else
Didn't you guys push
that had
6K like
nothing
a
to do
week or
with the
two ago?
situation.
No, 3. I don't know, something like that. Oh, we
He was
did.
like, oh,
no, you had like
8-bit
5
Eric
something.
Oh,
for
really?
the-
I don't
Promo
usually pay
too.
attention. I just thought it was 3 flat.
That tells you the type of person Rich is, and they dared to call me an incel when Rich is the one that's.
You sound like one, and it's just funny.
I was gonna say,
because-
you
all right, let
still
me explain.
not
Let me
beating the
explain.
allegations right
The
now.
way you're talking, it's like there's nothing. There's something very soy about it. So we assume, because we picked up on it, that the audience would pick up on it. You understand now?
Hacking.
I hope he makes a video. Tommy admits that we're totally fucking disingenuous. Please.
Emails. Call me a simp for that. But I actually respect women a lot more.
It's good.
What's wrong with them?
But he was getting in a whole like Twitter
That should be a
like,
dono
debate
sound.
about who's hotter, and it's like it's kind of weird behavior.
Show me the
Yeah.
receipt.
I mean,
man.
I think I
should
don't
be a
understand.
donut.
He did that
what
with
even
Destiny
is-
promo too.
Okay, I mean, I don't think it's a big deal whether people think
but
somebody's
people-
hotter
and-
than someone else.
Team.
By the way, Nick, he was being totally disingenuous. What she was laughing at, she wasn't laughing at people getting hurt. She was laughing at, they did a, the LGBT, they did a thing at a church, some LGBT group, and the fucking lightning struck the fucking church. Like Jesus threw a lightning bolt down. That's fucking funny! That's funny to me! So, like, the way Rich
I was wondering why they were
making it
bugging
seem,
out about that.
yeah, I found out about it later. Like, the way Rich was making it seems like you're laughing at people, like, perishing and stuff. No, it was just fucking funny. That is funny.
It was funny, like coincidence.
Yeah,
like,
it was coincidence
doesn't go
funny.
much-
So she
doesn't go
wasn't
deeper than that.
She wasn't laughing, but I mean, she's openly said she's LGBTQ. So there's nothing you can fucking do after that. Nothing.
Oh, dude, that was my favorte part of the stream when he was like, "Are you against LGBTQ?"
Yes.
And she's like, "Yes." But then she doesn't hear him, and he misheard it,
Yeah.
and he was like, "What? Like, no, aren't you against LGBTQ?" And she's like, "Yes, I said yes." He's like, "Goddamn."
Yeah, and he's on a team too. He doesn't like even grasp that. Like, I don't give a shit one way or another, and I don't care who's fucking right. I just care what's funny. You know, like they can't even grasp because they're so fucking tribal and shit. And I don't belong to anybody's tribe.
And you know what? I'm pretty sure Destiny FOMO considered Review Tech a close friend, and he said that line unwarranted towards her. What's that say about Review Tech? Is he
Bad
really-
person. Bad person. You found him.
Really friends
It's
with
Tipster
people, or is he
2.0.
just use you
I don't think Tipster's just lame. I'll be honest with you.
until he doesn't need you anymore? I thought Keem was a over 40-year-old gentleman that actually would like to.
You know his reputation? The guy's a
Wait,
bastard.
didn't you just get done saying he was one of the biggest pieces of shit and the person who
You know
does
what?
it for
You know,
views?
Same video.
Yeah, same video. And then you know what's funny about them too, because everybody thinks this. You know, you get like a mean personality like me or Keem or something like that, and they're funny, right? And you like them, and you start to fucking dream up in your mind that in real life these people are really nice, and they're not. They're not at all. All they care about is a funny show. All they care about is fucking getting paid, right? And like, but Keem wouldn't do that to me because I'm different. I get him, and like you don't get anything.
have an
you
intelligent
he would.
discourse and an intelligent conversation.
He got Colossal confused with Tommy. Yeah, he did. That's a good one.
What do you
Colossal
what do you
would
think
been,
his reaction would have been if you really went in on him live? Do you think he might have broken down? Like if
I didn't even that
you
didn't cross
really-
my mind. I didn't really have that much to work
if you-
with to go in again.
like, what do you think his reaction would be if you went at him and
if
you were
I
just
hated
like,
him? Because I did. I don't. Yeah, it's like if I had something like on him or something, like then no, I don't know. No, I think he was stuck on the whole time because I think he was a whore for punishment. I think he likes getting spanked by Daddy Tommy. I think he like you know why? Because he's sitting there staring into like how many people are in the damn chat. He would just say the whole time.
And debate. but
oh
it doesn't
yeah,
seem
that's a
like
good
that's what-
point,
No,
JFA.
he would well,
Very as Lolcow Live is very gentleman-like. Let me play you a clip of their civil conversation. A bunch of intellectuals.
Yeah, I know.
Having a discussion.
You know, it's almost like that moment. Who is that guy that Sen was friends with that he fights with now, or maybe he's friends with Megano? Fuck. And I had him on here. He's like, "But I thought you were fair." And I'm like, "What? Like what part?"
He wants lowbrow entertainment.
Yes.
He wants people
Yes.
fighting each other.
Yes. How did you not get that when we put fucking the Thorpes on the week before?
Lesson learned, especially when dealing with somebody like Tommy. And Wings wasn't that bad, but he was a little clueless, and that was the thing that got
That's why he's on.
on that is these guys were asking guests. to come
Grimsy,
on,
there's
and
another
they weren't
guy.
Even aware of what
That was
going on.
the Grimsy was another guy. The way people see you, your public persona, and then the way things really are, it's just they're all out to lunch.
And then they were real rude and misinformed about it.
Wait, guys,
I thought the Thorpe sucked too. I'd be honest. I did what I could with that Ashes.
Guys,
but
I
did I
can
say
promise
anything
you,
about
I
that?
can promise you, nobody actually cares about the details. They care
Yeah.
about the general
Like he's
story.
being like that's his like he's being totally fucking honest there, and you're acting like we're being all disingenuous. Like, there you go. You just decided not to listen.
Of this beef between the two of you.
All right,
they don't
cool.
care about, well, you sent me this message on that time. Bro, no one in the chat care. I don't care.
No,
Wings
but
don't care.
this is-
No one cares.
This is the thing.
And I gotta be honest with you, nobody in your fucking audience cares either. They care if you goof on Rich. Can you get a zinger on Rich? That's why they watch this shit. That's why they watch the fucking. That's why Sam and Toki exists. That's why Wings has 1 million clips channels. That's what they want. They're there for the fucking laughs. And you know why I'm there? Because I can take a bunch of horse shit. I'm like you. That's why DSP isn't there because he can't take any shit.
After that, they deflected when I called Rich out on using alt accounts to troll donate to JKB. He admitted to it, by the way, guys. On the
You got him, and nobody cared.
admitted that he was Michelle So Gucci and that he was trolling JKB, but I know he denied coming on my channel last night under alts. But that's the whole thing, is that Rich came in.
Oh my God, he's like a teenager.
Had these guys convinced about his side of the story that I was some detractor.
This guy
when
can
I'm
replace
not.
me.
I was defending a friend. When Rich brought me in and started going personal, I started
If
firing
he wants
back.
3 retards again, he can
Wings,
fire
I'm
me and
not a
put this guy
detractor.
on.
Everybody to you is a detractor.
Yeah, the
I'm
only problem
really
is if he
close
does
friends. I
that,
can
then
call
he'll have to
Boogie
be on
right
every
now.
show to lead
You
them
can talk
through.
to
Because who
Boogie
out of
about
these
the kind
3
of person
dumbasses
that
are going
I
to lead the
am.
show and keep it moving?
I'm not a detractor.
Who cares if you are? Looks like you're a detractor.
To everyone that interacts with
Yeah, you are a detractor. You sit there, like, with the strictest sense of the word. You're like, look what a fucking jerk off lolcow he is. That's what that's what they do. Are you saying he's not a detractor channel? All right, hold on a second. Review tech. He's scared of him. Yeah, like, he exposes Review Tech USA. I mean, like, and everything, every 10K you have is about Rich. I think you should switch to a detractor channel. If you want more views and more subs and stuff like that, then I think I'd do Rich full time. Why not? I don't know. Looks like fun to me.
you, Wings. You think they're detractors. You think all of them are detractors. No.
Yeah, I think Wings 007, the, 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 the clip channels, yes, they're detractors. I think that's fair to say. Duty streams,
when I
my
got
personal
pulled
favorite.
in to this, when Review Tech started taking cheap shots at me,
We put a gun to your head.
saying that I was
Do you
a
have a
fucking
clip
simp,
of that?
that I was talentless hack, and that he's going to get me and expose DMs and
This
stuff.
DSP, you guys
I had
let him
every
slip
right
through.
to talk about it. That's what my YouTube platform is. You don't have to like it. Tommy don't have to like it. Keem don't have to like it. Rich don't have
I
to
love
like
it.
But if you're inviting guests
You're
onto
great.
your podcast,
It's amazing content.
You're
why don't you act
amazing.
like you're 40 years old. Every single one of
So
you.
are you.
And actually listen to their
Wait,
sides.
You're 50. Wait, Tom's
So
like
you
almost
could say
50,
I took a
so?
massive
So what? You're like, what, 40 years old? That's something a little kid does. You're like, what are you, like 40? He's doing the same shit. You're 40. So what?
L
You're
because
40 video game channel or whatever the fuck it is.
I was losing my cool a little bit because Tommy.
I didn't think he lost his cool at the time. I thought he was just. You lost your cool after the fact because you had the balls to fucking stand up to me.
Was probably the most insufferable piece of crap I've met in my life. And I thought it was very unprofessional to ask somebody to come on the show and interrupt them constantly and downplay their side of the story. Thought that was completely unprofessional. Let an actual
Oh my god.
news television station.
Are you kidding? I see, now I know he's delusional. Did you hear what he just said?
Let an actual newspaper. Let somebody that's in news completely unprofessional. Let an actual news television station. Let an actual newspaper. Let somebody that's an actual journalist.
A journalist over your little faggoty beef? Are you kidding me?
Tommy, what did I tell you before the show started?
This is incredible.
Am I right?
It is incredible. All right, let's watch some of the other one. I can't take that shit anymore.
Obviously, it seems like Tommy C has a grudge with me, and it's probably because I'm friends with people he doesn't like.
Who? That must be it.
But if you're scrambling for guests, if you're literally telling them, hey, drop what you're doing, please come on.
I hope no guests ever show up again.
Have you
How
never
about
met
that?
Keemstar before?
You see, he
that's
sees
how
it,
Keem operates.
Because he sees it like if I just had this guest or that guest and this guest, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a rat's ass. I think we should only get guests when we're getting a little cold. Personally. Yeah, he's projecting. This is exactly what he's doing. I don't give a shit. Like, I met every fucking YouTube celebrity on the planet. Like, I'm so over that. I've been doing this, professionally, how many years now? Since 2016. Like, who gives a shit? I can't stand anybody. Now that I have weekends off, I don't even talk to anybody anymore. It's fucking ridiculous.
Because you need content that bad. You should treat your guests
You're the
a lot
content.
better. Now, Keem replied to the tweet that I sent out saying, now I have no excuse to say I was censored. You're absolutely right. I can't say that I didn't get an opportunity to come on and tell my story, but it doesn't change the fact that you guys had no interest in hearing my side of the story.
Wait a minute. Before the other video, he was saying, that we didn't let him talk. Now we're saying he did, but we didn't have any interest in it. And that was like apparent. That's like objectively true. He can't get around. That's why he was sitting there saying,
but dude,
you're saying I'm a
so
talent. That's
after-
why he's saying he's a talent. Like, you guys call me a talent. That really bothered him. Like, a talentless hack. You're a talentless hack. I don't think you're very good. So what? Who cares what I think? You dummy.
My details,
Your
nothing.
details.
You wanted me as a guest.
You wanted it to stick, and it didn't. It wasn't as good as you thought. That's all. If you were funny, if you were fucking making Rich look ridiculous, if he was sputtering around, he did none of it. You were the joke.
And you didn't even do your research.
Who gives
You
a
just wanted
shit?
to
I
feel
never do research when it comes to people like you, ever.
a slot to get
Why would I do research against somebody I like? I had no idea who he was, and I didn't like. I'm waiting for something to happen, and if you own Rich, that's great. I don't care. I'm not on your fucking team, dude.
Content. And I looked on y'all's Reddit.
Oh
I saw
my
the feedback
God, he's
from people that
citing
were both
Reddit
positive
posts
and
on a
negative towards
fucking
me. But
YouTube
it seems
video.
like one of the common feedbacks that your show gets is that you guys are always scrambling for content, that it's manufactured drama, that you guys are just missing
Dude,
the mark.
You're
because you
scrolling
guys-
I don't
through
care.
their Reddit more.
Yeah,
You're
not-
scrolling through their
I
Reddit
have
more than
not
any
been
of
that-
these people
I
have. None
not
of
been to
them.
Reddit
Look,
once.
none, you
I
think
have
any of
not
them read
been to
that
Reddit
shit?
once.
No, nobody reads that shit.
Thanks for being a fan.
can't organize the show without having some kind of like forced drama inside of it. And I can tell you, being a guest and being on the show, I can honestly see that. If on a Wednesday at 3 o'clock, you're demanding 8-Bit Eric of all people.
Demanding? Nobody needs you.
Be on your show. And then when he's on it, you're just ugly and rude towards him. Then the next day,
Tommy's
you're
being a douche for no reason.
You're doing damage control by inviting me.
I had a reason.
It says a lot. I really respect you, Keem. I respect Wings. I respect Boogie.
Nobody respects you. How would you respect Boogie? Like, really? Oh, God. Talk about a guy that just doesn't get it.
Tommy, no, I don't respect him.
Oh,
I don't know
no.
if it was a bit. I don't know if it's a little bit.
So
like,
sad.
that's what he's supposed to
Maybe.
be, if he was just in character or not. But it really comes across the wrong...
Didn't he just say he did no research? Like, he bitched about doing no research? He must not have watched one episode I was on. And he said before, I never heard of you.
way. It's almost like you feel
he wants it
that
both
everybody
ways.
that is your guest that
Dude,
comes on.
this guy's a
owes
fucking
you guys
schizo.
something.
And think about like what an egomaniac. Like we fucking chase like if we had like Mr. Beast on and treated him like that, then everything he would say is like true. Like you're 8-Bit Eric. That's it.
Yeah, you're fucking nobody.
Oh, maybe because he has more subs than me. Then like because if anybody has more subs than him, he's got to suck. I don't do that. I've never done it.
Do you have a clip of that?
I got a whole reputation for punching up. It's actually probably why I haven't grown because I don't give a shit. That's why I have a killer fucking. That's why I have a killer audience. This guy's here. I like this guy. 64-bit Eric. Where's 128-bit Eric?
They don't know you shit, especially if you're scrambling to get a guest on, no matter who they are.
Who dreamed this up?
And if you don't know who the guest is, like imagine Jay Leno.
I never know
having
who the guest
a
is.
guest on
Wait,
his
Jay
show.
Leno. Rewind.
Jay Leno.
If you don't know who the guest is,
A
like imagine
professional Jay Leno. Jay Leno sucks, by the way.
Having a guest on his show and telling them to instantly shut up and interrupting them.
Would be the Jay Leno show. That would be lolcow live. So if you want that kind of stuff, I suggest you sub today.
Being incredibly rude. We need some energy. This is lolcow live, ladies and gentlemen.
Shut up.
Right, you brought no energy.
How's it over there where you're at?
Fantastic.
Good. Sound energetic.
Oh, it looks like I'm making my boss happy.
What's up?
Why is everyone in a bad mood? Okay, 2 seconds. Guys, this beef is so fucking dumb and so...
Oh my god, it's so weird.
By the way, he just plays the
This
same
beef
exact
is
clip.
so... This beef is so...
Because he thinks it's so poignant.
Yeah.
Babies.
I didn't get to finish my tale.
You're gonna
because
do
you
this
sent
the
me
whole
the DM.
time? God, you guys can't even talk. Yeah, that was another thing. He kept on saying he wouldn't be able to finish. He can't finish. And I just had enough of it. No, like he thought there was some kind of he thought there was a big own at the end of the rainbow. Fucking just one guy going at a time, for Christ's sake.
Well, I mean, I was in the middle of my story.
Shut the fuck up and do it.
Well, Eric, I invited you back on for a one-on-one. No, it was a trap. If you see the smirk.
Well, he wouldn't know way he was getting me on it. He didn't want me. Actually, I think I can prove it. Hold on a second. He said these DMs are game. Hold on a second. I think I can prove it. You know, we're live tonight. Yeah. That's what Rick. Yeah, hold on. I have to. Oh, this will be a few days for.
That's a funny DM.
Stop that. I'm trying to find this. I don't want to expose anything I can, but like he never, as you guys can see right here, he never asked me to be on. I think. Oh, well, I can kind of prove it. He basically says, "All right, you're gonna have to vouch for me because I can't put all this up on the thing." But this is what I did right. I go, my wife and kid are gone this weekend, and all next week. I'm game. I said I'll be on, right? Because he wanted to do another stream, and then he put 8-Bit Eric on. He puts the fucking thing out.
Video, Eric. I seen the video that you uploaded last night where you were bitching and complaining that lolcow Live was just interrupting you and not letting you say your piece and bullying you and just treating you like shit, right? So I'm going to offer you a special additional live stream on lolcow Live tomorrow night. Just me and you, where you can
So I offered, Keem said no. And I think he went on by himself anyway, right? And then Keem did it without the cows. He did a stream without the cows. Whether you were there or not.
Stream. Yeah, he did a solo stream.
Yeah, he did a solo stream. I offered and he said no. So your theory's stupid.
That's so fucking funny.
You hate all his friends though, Tommy, whoever that is.
Yeah, I guess so. It's too funny.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. No.
His own host, Tommy C, is DSP's replacement. He wasn't even a factor in the original design of it.
Nope.
Boogie.
Lucky me. Lucky me. Like DSP's just as retarded as you.
On there to laugh about Boogie. He's just on there to laugh about Wings. Keem has no respect for any of his hosts or his guest. He demands his guest to come on last minute and then treats him like total crap.
You know,
How can
Keemstar's
you expect
audience
the
really
show-
loves when Keem gets on a stream with lolcows and respects them and has a responsible conversation. That's really what they're looking for. When they think of the Drama Alert brand and the Keemstar brand and the...
Oh, God.
When they think of back in the Halo days, they think respect, class, and honor.
I mean, he was on Blog TV with his hands up.
It's like, what are you talking about? Imagine him thinking he's like a big guest that we missed out on. No one's ever going to work with us again. Oh, no, what did we do?
Show like this to keep running successfully. Jeremy Conley says, I wouldn't even consider it. They're terrible. Also, Tommy C should be thanking his lucky stars that he was born in this day and age, or he'd never be heard of.
That's probably true. So what?
Born in this day and age? If Tommy was born 30 years later, he'd be actually have subs.
Oh,
right
God,
now.
if I was born in the 90s, I'd be killing it. Are you kidding me? You know, like, I literally missed being born in the 70s, you shithead.
You realize he started like in his 40s.
I started
in his 30s.
I
late
started.
30s.
I
It was late 30s. Wasn't
I
it?
started in my mid 30s, right? And I didn't get a break until I was 39.
Man, I bet you wish that you were never born any later. What a time to be on YouTube.
Yeah, and then it's no coincidence that fucking Augie does. I wouldn't say the same show. He does it a little different. But I mean, he basically took the whole drama podcast daily thing and he killed it. And I think it has a lot to do with his talent for sure, but also youth. Like this is for young people. They don't want to see our fucking 40-year-old assholes. We're doing stuff like our show is literally for an older crowd, late 20s, early 30s. Like the guys that remember, because the whole thing is like, remember these guys? And I'm just there. Nobody's there to remember me because I only had a short stint, and I'm there to fuck with them. You dummy.
And not an ounce of talent. And again, me saying I don't even know who Tommy C was is not me trying to say like I'm some big shot when I said, who the fuck are you?
No, it's just funny when you say, do your research on me.
Because I genuinely don't know.
By the way,
who he
Tommy,
is.
pause real quick.
Sure.
Apparently, Eric is crying on his Discord right now.
Oh, sorry.
According to the live chat, yeah.
I'd put him on here, but I don't want him to get dogpiled.
I'll mute Tommy. We'll have an interactive conversation.
I'll start the timer, Tommy. Don't worry. 60 seconds.
We'll give 8-Bit Eric what Nerd City expected of Shot for the Point.
I would love to have him on. You know what?
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
tell you what. If he
8-Bit.
wants to come on, I know he's a bit of a whore. Like, here's what I'm going to ask you. Right? I'm just going to ask you right out. Well, why are you crying so much? Who gives a fuck? All right, that's it. That's how we'll start. I'll put him on. Sure.
Dude, let's do it. Let's give
do it.
Eric what we never gave Nerd City. An intellectual conversation and Shot for the Point.
He's on a different Discord. He's not on our Discord, by the way.
Oh, of course not. Yeah.
I'm
No,
sure
you
so-
think?
Oh, I'm sure somebody's telling him what I'm saying.
I thought you guys got confused. I'm just like reading the chat.
No, there's no
Poor
way he'd be
baby.
bitching in here. Are you kidding me? What did that be?
Yeah, my
He's
first
not
question.
that
I'll
stupid, I don't think.
let you know what my first question is. Why are you such a bitch? Why are you so out to lunch that you don't understand the whole point of the fucking cast? What is he crying about? Anything? Did we get any screenshots?
I don't know. That's all the chat said.
Well, the guy that's talking about it is in waiting to call, so you can pull him.
All right, I'll pull him in now. Which guy?
Let's see. I'm trying to see.
Brother
I
from
thought he
another
was.
mother, or Mr. Elzen?
No, maybe I misread. I thought Elzen was talking about it too. I guess it wasn't.
I think it wasn't him.
I know because I saw this that dude talking about it.
Oh, well.
No, never mind.
Well, I guess we
Yeah.
I'll take Brother from Another Mother. Brother from Another Mother, you're on the air. Turn the stream off.
What's up?
What's up? What's on your mind?
I was just gonna call and say, first of all, I don't know how the hell 8-Bit Eric loses a debate against Rich, because Rich is notoriously bad at debating people.
He
So
won? I don't know. I didn't know what the fuck happened there.
He looked like such a bitch on there.
Well, he did look like a bitch.
On the
but I
Walkout
don't know if he
podcast.
like.
In fairness,
I don't know. I just didn't.
high
I don't really-
24/7 when he's on a stream.
See,
Isn't he
that's
just stoned out of his mind.
Well, that's the thing. That's how most of the fans look at it, like a win and loss situation. I don't care. You know, I just hope it's funny. You know, I hope people like it. That's it. That's all I give a shit about. I just hope people like it.
And I also think that 8-Bit Eric sort of inserted himself in this situation where he didn't need to. I can kind of give you a rundown of like how he got into this whole thing if you're.
Really get to the point though. This is dangerous. It's just, you're dangerous again. Yeah, summarize as best you can.
All right,
it wasn't
so
interesting when the person involved told it, so you got to make it really interesting.
All right, so Jay and Rich are having a falling out, and Rich posts about Jay on his Facebook where he thinks it's private. He thinks Eric leaked the screenshots of his Facebook, and so after that they make up. But Eric posts a video about Rich on his YouTube channel.
You're right. I don't
Rich
care.
is like,
I don't. It's okay. It's
Okay.
I'm not going to yell at you or anything, but I just don't give a shit.
you.
I didn't say that, by the way.
And then also something Eric didn't do on the lolcow live was he said Rich was went crazy on his live stream but never showed it. I have a clip of that if you want to see that.
Yeah, sure. Send me the clip.
He's all right. He's like on his the stream,
you're like on this like who's right and who's wrong. I don't give a fuck who's right and who's wrong. And a lot of people are on that. Like I don't care. You can send it to me right now if you want.
I'm sending it to you now.
I just care. Did you like? Let me ask you something. Be honest. Like, did you like the show?
Well, lolcow.
Well, that particular episode. Did you like it?
Oh yeah. I mean,
you don't have to suck up to me. If you say something sucked, so tell me something sucked.
No,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it because I like watching Rich. So
okay.
But I also enjoy the other shows too.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
I don't like the Thorn girl. That doesn't. It's not.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about that either. There's some moments, but I mean, yeah, I get. You know, a lot of this stuff's pretty organic. It's either gonna like really work or just kind of be lame. I get that going in. This stuff.
And I agree with you on like how Keemstar is so obsessed with having guests. I don't think that's necessary.
I think no. I'm not picking on Keem specifically. I think there's kind of a desire among the fans, and I think Keem responds to the fans. He's a lot more engaged. Like I listen to the fans, but only to a point, right? And I take like they said I was interrupting people too much in the beginning, and I knocked it off. Or interjected where I thought they would like it more. But as far as like how the things are run, because that's what the fans are constantly trying to do, put this one, have this combination. No, I don't listen to them at all. I don't give a shit. You know.
I don't know. I think the show kind of set itself up for that when they're like, oh, we can have this guest on.
Yeah,
like,
that
said,
might
like,
be my fault too. I got to be honest with you.
DSP's family members say Keemstar said you guys were going to have on, and that never.
Never materialized.
Whatever.
Yeah, we may have overpromised for sure. But I will say this. So many people came to me behind the scenes as this was developing. As I do this, I do that, and those same people fucking tapped out. And I think
for me, you're cutting out. I can't.
All right.
Yeah, you were cutting out.
I was cutting out. So many people came to me, and they said, "This is a great idea. I'd like to be a part of it." And then those same people that I thought were going to be good came back, and I think because they saw the chat, they're afraid of the chat. So I mean,
the show's pretty. I don't want to say toxic. But
it is.
Sort of has.
Sure, I think toxic is funny though. Me personally,
Yeah, I mean, no, I agree too. I think for like sort of normies or other guests, I don't think they want. They're kind of scared that all the lolcow fans, if they do bad on it, they're gonna have, at least like 4,000 people.
Probably.
In their comment section.
So I think that has more to do with anything else. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think we should have set a baseline first and then went after the guest. But that didn't happen, so we got to work with the car. This is the hand we have now. We got to play it accordingly. And if lolcow,
Wings is also into the whole guest thing too. Like on PKA,
everybody is with me. Everybody is with me. To me, the guests were Wings and Boogie. And we had to establish that. And when that started looking like it was just before it started getting tired, then you move those people in. But the thing is, I'm employed there. I'm not. You know, I'm not a.
Yeah, it's not your show.
No, it's not my
per
show.
se.
That was the hardest thing I had to get over because I'm so used to running my own thing and kind of being the center of attention in my little world. And I like Ralph and them were right. I had to take a step back. You know, and
Yeah, because I remember in the
make it
first
be
few episodes.
the first
people were
episode,
going
well,
especially on you.
if you look at the very first one that we recorded and re-released, that's where I was going with it. But so the first episode, I'm legitimately pissed off at Boogie, and I want to give it to him. So that I came off as way overbearing, you know. So I listen to fans and I change things up. So that's the way I see it. But as far as like doing what they say and run it how they run, no, I mean none of these guys have platforms. You know, so I don't like if PewDiePie came and said, "Hey, I think I might hear him out," but not like Frog Meme 669. I don't give a fuck what they say.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Steve Jobs, said that the customers don't always know what they want. So.
Yeah, I don't think. No, I
Yeah,
see.
but he's dead.
I don't want to say that because I do think the customer. I do have that mentality that the customer's always right, but I don't think the customer runs your store. You know what I mean? The customer's right. I want this. Okay, that's something the customer is entitled to. Here's how you do it. No, that's what the customer's not entitled to. No, you don't get to tell me what to do. You get to tell me what you want. That's the way I see it. Right. All right. I'll talk to you later. I mean, you can tell me what to do. I'm just not going to listen. Talk to you
We
later.
have 2 tweets from 8-Bit Eric. If you wanna click on them, one of them is a response to you, and the other is a response to Ethan Ralph.
Ethan Ralph. Let's say. I didn't say you were mean. I said you were an asshole. Oh, you acted like I was mean. Oh, my poor me. I never got a word out. Damn, Keemstar got really butt fucked by 8-Bit Eric. I guess. He didn't show up when he asked to be on. He never liked that, I suppose. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't care. Fuck up, make Keem look stupid. Don't skin off my back. But I don't think he did. I think Eric looks stupid. He had his opportunity. And Keem did not put me on. He did not want me on. He wanted to do his own fucking stream, and it's his thing. He can do what he wants. You know. And I think like some of the fans really like Keem, and they want those kind of single streams from him. I think that's great. Fine with me. All I know is I know my job now, and I do it fine. Let's take some more calls. If you don't like it, I don't know, complain. Mr. Edson, you're on the air. Edson? Ensign? Mr. Ensign?
Elson?
Hello, you're on.
Eisen?
Oh, well, I'll put you on next because, all right. Comment core.
Hello, how you doing, man?
Great. How are you? What's on your mind?
Oh, good. Let me mute the stream. Yeah,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
Yeah, it's loud and clear.
Okay. How you doing, man?
Great.
Can't complain. How the fuck did this guy lose to Review Tech USA?
Did he? I don't know. I don't know. The last guy came
Where were you, bro?
I don't know if I made this guy. I don't give a shit. Did you like the show?
Oh, the show's great, man.
All right, thanks.
It's like actual content for once.
Okay. I don't know what's actual content to you. I'm just interested.
Like right now, Kick is like some.
What's the real deal?
Primordial birthing pool.
Isn't that where people's taking like snips of teenagers and selling them on Discord?
What are you talking
What was that? There was some guy called I forgot. He was like some young kid on Monkey, and he would get girls.
A little bit of a wasteland over there.
A Kick? Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really given Kick a chance yet.
Yeah, there was a guy going on Omegle, and he would get teens to flash their tits and then take a screenshot of it and sell them in his Discord.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
He would like paywall a channel in his Discord with all the nudes and
Yeah.
So he kind of monetized degeneracy, but that's like all.
And he would always start like, "How old are you? 18?" She's like, "No, I'm 16." So you're 18, right? You're 18, right? And then fucking.
Oh, look, he's talking to Salvo. Tonight I've been told I've been given the opportunity to give my side of the story uninterrupted. I'm sure that Salvo show was a killer. All right, thank you, Comment Core. Let's take some other calls.
All
Thanks
right.
again. My man. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, so is this guy like a dead YouTube channel or something?
I have no idea.
He's 85K subs and no one watches his shit.
I don't watch my shit either, so I can't really get on him.
Yeah, but you know, you're a dead channel with 40K. So that's gotta count for something.
Yeah, it sure does. It means a lot to me. I think that's a good point to say. That's the point you're trying to make. I mean, this is like everybody get a hold of themselves here. You know, this is not like serious business. Like, who gives a shit?
It's kind of the bottom of the barrel. No offense.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he reminds me of Jay Lee. Do you see his bio?
Whose? Oh, Highmark?
8-Bit Eric.
8-Bit, yeah, click on
Dallas Cowboys loving, McNugget munching, Diet Coke sipping YouTuber and indie wrestler.
I'm sorry. When me and this guy got together, it was only going to go one way. I got news for you. It was only going to go one way. So there you go. That's too funny. Anything else, Mark? Go ahead.
No, that's it. Also, like, I don't know. He's one of those guys who has his personalities that just like sucks. He's awful.
Yeah, I don't think he's that good either.
I
mean,
wish he
likes
was like
him.
worse of a guy, so I could hate him more and not feel crazy.
Yeah, he's
You know?
not. Yeah, he's not like that, man. It's not like he got caught
he's
doing
not like
something fucked up. He's just a typical YouTube
Yeah,
suck.
he's just an
you know?
unlikable guy.
Yeah.
All right, peace out.
All right, take care. I think that's what it comes down to. Check the other guy again. Edson, you there? Edson? Hello? They call me Duke. Hello, okay, you're on the air.
Go ahead, buddy.
Do you know how this shit works? You want to go help him out or something?
Oh, wait.
I hate that.
Gotta hurt him.
Me too. All right, go check on him, Bolt, in there. I'll take the other guy.
All right.
Yoshi.
How's it going? What was it about it? 8-Bit Eric. I was glad that you ripped into him because when I first watched the show, I was like, oh god, this guy's boring. Ripped into him.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
what I thought. I thought he was being boring.
I thought it was exactly what the audience wanted.
The thing is, he sit there bitching and moaning about not getting his side out, and Keem is telling him like balls to bones, nobody cares.
Oh yeah.
Like, what does he want? You know, like, you should have walked away right there if you thought it was like a fair, like you're gonna get a fair shake or something. Like, what,
I mean, the fact that I think it's safe to say Rich is probably the most hated person on the show so far.
Yeah,
I mean,
that boogie's pretty high up there.
So, I mean, I've come to the conclusion of this.
What?
Of all the personalities, I like everyone except for Rich.
Mm. Okay.
Like,
well, I think everybody's got to have somebody to hate. Like, I'm that for somebody else too.
Oh,
and that's the way I look at it too. Like, if you got it, like it is kind of a hate cast in the sense, not like hating like individual people for their traits or anything, but it's about hating on YouTubers. Like, that's the whole point. Come in and hate on the YouTubers. Fucking have a laugh.
Oh, yeah.
I like that shit.
I mean,
and if it has to be me or like, who cares?
The main premise of it is hate watching, basically.
Yeah,
so.
that's the whole thing. You know, like,
I don't know.
Like, you think I was put on for my glowing personality and really fair, even keeled like temperament?
I mean, the issue is that you get somebody like Eric.
Go ahead.
You get somebody like Eric who has, let's be honest, I highly doubt he has a personality. You know.
Yeah, I guess one. I don't think
just,
it's very good. It doesn't seem very
you
fun.
can tell by the content. It's like, I mean, if you're making content about Review Tech USA, you probably don't have much going on in your life. Like, I mean, there's a wide world out there, and it's like you're gonna be picking on.
I gotta say,
but he's getting hits with it.
You know who?
I think
who's got even less going on in their life? The person who calls in to talk about 8-Bit Eric.
Then we're gonna fuck with you.
It's not just what I wanted to say, because I did also want to say is that I think I've been liking the recorded show a little bit better than the live stuff.
Yeah.
Feel like
clip that and send it to Keem. He'll fucking go crazy.
Oh yeah, please do, please do. Because I mean,
I like the fact that we can bring you different stuff. You know, it's a channel. I always looked at YouTube as a channel. Channel has different types of programming on it.
But you know what?
So I mean, I like you take what you want. You know, I think the live stream has the potential of being completely insane, and I think it feeds that hate crowd a little better than what we do. That's like what we're doing on the weekends.
You know what? I think so too.
Yeah, it's a traditional podcast, so I think they complement each other. That's my opinion.
I think they do. It's just more of it's kind of boring when it's crap. It's a Rich episode, but I did like the UFO guy.
Yeah,
that
really
was terrible. That was fucking terrible.
It was bad in a good way though. You gotta admit that guy was funny.
No, because you know what the scary part is I've been watching the show, The Y-Files on YouTube, and like some of the stuff the guy was talking about, I've already heard, and I'm like, okay, like the like what about the Mercury engine and stuff? You know, from like
I was kind of phasing out. That's what I thought was funny about it. He couldn't
that's fair.
He's talking about creatures from he's talking about creatures from another planet and shit, and I couldn't be more bored. You know, Jesus. And I didn't pick on him because I didn't see.
I mean,
that was I didn't want to like step on wings because that was his time to do his thing. You know.
I mean, I love the UFOs, like UFO stuff. Not like just because I find it interesting.
Yeah.
The more you deep into it, go into it, the weirder it gets. And I love weird stuff, so that's why I'm here watching, the lolcow podcast.
Well, I don't know,
but because
we're not going to produce everything like. I don't think everything you like. I think it's kind of a variety show that way. So. Like all variety shows, some of the variety you're not going to appreciate.
Variety's good.
Yeah, but I mean, some of it's not you're not going to appreciate. Yeah, that's all. If you like the Sunday one, that's great. Become a member.
Sunday, I like that episode. What was the reception of that episode? I personally don't really know.
I never pay
like
attention.
Personally,
I never pay attention.
That's fair. You know what?
I only look at the stuff when people say nice things about me because I'm an egomaniac, like 8-Bit Eric. I need my dopamine.
Oh my gosh.
know?
But I did watch his I guess his response to the podcast, and that was a very painful video. Before I guess you guys made any responses, it was just it's the whole 9 yards, and it's just.
All right. Thanks for calling.
I just.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
All right.
Man, that guy just got 8-Bit Eric.
Yeah,
the only time I read the comments is honestly, I mean, I do check them out. If somebody says you really got to see this, they're saying this or saying that, and I flip through them, and they're never as bad as people tell me, and it's just tough to give a fuck, It's very difficult to care, if. Like when I see some hate comment, it's the same guys making the same hate comments every week. I don't care if they don't like me. I don't care as long as they keep commenting. Like that would concern me a little more. But it's not like I would change anything if it was. The only thing if somebody says I suck, I pay no attention to it. If somebody says this is why I think you suck, then I do pay attention to it. And if it's not like, because you're well, one guy said I was a traitor to the country because I left the States. That was funny. I don't pay any attention to him. I just giggle and move on,
Fucking turncoat.
Yeah, I'm a turncoat. I think that's enough. Let's do an after show. What do you say? After show, and then we got to do, I'm going to do a free after show. I haven't done one of them in a minute. Free after show in the Discord. Maybe you'll like it and become a member or some shit. Today's April 1st. It's almost, it's 10 o'clock now. I'll put it at 10:15 because we're going to get the fuck out of here real soon. All right. Yeah. Okay. So let me do the pats and we'll call it a day. Patreons. And just give me a minute in there, guys, because I have to get up and go to the bathroom and shit, and then I give you another at least 30 minutes, but nobody's home, so I have no reason to go to bed. I don't have to take Tommy to soccer in the morning or any of that horse shit. So, here we go. Oatbag, Mrexon, Ashley, Billy Bones, Blue Jacket, Cody, Everborn, Latchkey, Little Manly, Nesquik, Panic Pung, Reynolds Hughes, Tommy C's Cat, Trippy Savage, Irish, Pilkington, and that's what we got. Thank you so much, everybody. It's a free one in the... I hope I put in the right one. Did I? The SFTP radio, did I? Yes. And then you go in there and check it out. I usually play some music and then I'll come right back and then we'll go over it. I don't know if we'll do... if you have videos for me to go over, get them ready. And other than that, maybe we'll do some true crime.
We could talk about Gamer J. Lee's discourse with 8-Bit Eric too.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Like, why was Gamer J. Lee so mad at 8-Bit Eric? I don't get this shit.
It's kind of funny, but you'll see why I did not bring it up on the show.
And also, we like to watch crime stuff of brutal murder and goof on the people that were murdered. That's usually fun. So, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.